Rust is a brutal, unforgiving survival game where everything and everyone is out to get you. And for that reason, I usually play with friends. But in today's video, I wanted to give myself a challenge and put my 17,000 hours as a Rust player to the test. Will I have the mental fortitude to survive as a solo, or will the clans on the server take me out before I get the chance? Well, before we can answer that, we gotta start from the very beginning. Butt naked on the beach. Alrighty boys, we just loaded into the server, and today I'm going to be gaming solo this time. Played solo a few times in the past, and each time you guys seem to really enjoy it, so thought that, you know, it's been a while since I've played solo, so why not put my 17,000 hours of Rust to the test? And yeah, we'll see how it goes, see what we can get up to as a solo against the already established groups on the server. The server is like 4 or 5 days into wipe. And we're playing on a bi-weekly server, so I think we joined at just the right time where clans will start coming out of their shell a little bit. Oh, free bow, I don't have to craft it. Real quickly guys, I just want to say thanks so much for the support in the last video. You guys crushed the like goal. So this video, I want to try to get 1K likes for my first solo vid in almost 3 years. Thanks guys, and without further ado, enjoy the video. Sounds like there's some sort of eco raid going on, people trying to get their bag up, but I gotta recycle first before I can go check that out. Of course, he already saw me, bro. Yoka rating, by the way. So you're telling me that these guys have guns and they would rather naked Yoka raid? Oh my god, bro. These guys gotta be my first gun, surely. What's this? I wonder if this has been looted yet. There's no way this thing is this juiced on Spawn Beach and nobody's found it yet. I need to farm up a base. Bro, what is up with everyone on this beach just Yoka raiding, man? And of course, I can't build. Of course, the base right next to it is active, bro. Oh my god, that timing was just horrible, bro. Actually disconnected from the server, and then I was like, okay, I mean, these guys are so bad, like, surely I can get a start off of them. I gotta get back to that tier 1 and craft a crossing and a nail gun again. Alright, they gave me a DB. Time to go. Oh wait, the traveling vendor's out. Alright, well I got some backup humpies just in case. Well, now all of a sudden these guys are like the most aware players ever. They died once to a nail gun and they just decided to lock in. Fair enough. Well, luckily for us, we got infinite pumps in our stash, so we're chilling. Oh shit, someone's recycling. Holy, why is this guy so loaded? Well, it definitely wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. Got our first 2 guns. Actually, I think I'm gonna go check this crate real quick at train. Of course, bro, there's some loser just sitting on top of the card. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take another pump and try sitting at the crate if these guys are just gonna set up on the card rooms. After making that play at Train Yard, I went to Ranch to F1 kill, because without a base, I had nowhere to store my loot. And I went back to see if I could get my initial P2 body, but of course, there was still a guy camping the crate that wasn't even there anymore. And after that, I stopped my recording and forgot to hit record again. But in that time, I ran deeper inland and farmed up enough wood to get a 1x2 down where I wanted to build my starter. I built a 1x2 right here. I'm probably not going to live there permanently. I'm probably just going to shit in there for a bit. It's kind of late server time, so I think I'm just gonna depot everything in here, and then we'll get on tomorrow, and I think I'll move to the desert probably.
Wow, that's just kind of scary.
You make it.
Just like in the air still.
After getting all moved into my new 1x2 and upgrading it, it was turning night, so I used the scrap that I had managed to gather up since being on the server and learned some essential blueprints for my future on the server. And once it turned day, I went on a roam with the horse to see if I could find some action or potentially a better build spot. With an extra P2 gear set, I put down a shelter to depot my extra things and to get a foothold down in the snow. And right after getting settled, I heard some gunshots nearby. Outnumbered and outgunned, I lost the fight, but I managed to take a few with me, and after that, I spawned up and saw an interesting looking base that I kept in mind for the future. Once my bag timer was up, I ran over to grab the scraps from the fight that I died at earlier, and after recycling what I found in launch site, I ran back to the shelter to depot, and that's when I heard more gunshots, so I went to go check it out. Oh my god. Holy fuck, I'm shaking hella. Please let me get home with this. Holy. And the server restarts in 4 minutes. I left a lot, but I don't care. I'm not greedy. I gotta get to my base depot and then try and maybe spawn back up on that bed that I have there. Dude, I literally just... that guy's fucking face mask got ripped off by my ensign. After making that huge play, I fled the scene and ran back to my 1x2 in the grass. But once I got back to my 1x2, the server went down for an hour or so. And when it came back up, the group that I had snowballed off of earlier was getting offline raided. What the fuck? Someone's raiding them. These guys that I snowballed off of earlier, they're getting raided. Bro, unfortunately, I ran right into someone during pitch black night and died. And that somebody must have been the raider, because when I spawned on the bed that I had placed myself earlier at the decaying base, there was nobody at the raid, and I stole as much leftover loot as I could. With all this new loot, I wanted a secure place to store it, so I built a 1x2 right up the hill from my shelter. And after that, I got off for the night, fully expecting for both of my 1x2s to be offline raided. But to my surprise, they were both safe and secure. And shortly after I got on for the day, I heard a raid going on nearby the guys that I'd got my start off of yesterday, so I went to go check it out. Bro, like, how can I not wall there, bro? Going over AK, I suppose. After an intense counter raid, I was definitely woken up for the day, and getting all that loot home was an insanely good start to our day. Having all this loot in this 1x2 got me pretty worried, so I decided to expand a little bit. Shortly after fixing the base situation and making it a little safer, I went to go roam around Train Yard. After roaming for a bit, I went to go check out that base on Spawn Beach with the twig foundations underwater that I saw last night, and it had started to decay.
Чел, ну...
Don't kill, I'm friendly, brother.
After getting home and depoting, I decided to expand the base a bit more. If I was going to get camped at my base, I wanted to have some sort of shooting floor just in case I needed one. And after putting up a shooting floor, I was ready to roam the area again. Wow, so that guy got away. That was probably that was the more geared of the two as well. What in the fuck? 5 diesel. While looking for the one that got away, I found a dead body with 5 diesel on it. So I took the diesel and ran to the pump jack to AFK run it at night, because I needed low grade pretty badly. And while I was doing that, I heard this. Normally I'd go depot, but like I feel like if I go depot, I'm gonna miss out. Bro, this guy, man! I gotta go back with a SAR. Of course I fucking die narrowly to the last guy, bro. Alright, we gotta lock in, we gotta run back. gonna stash more shit and come back. Holy fuck, dude. I haven't been talking much because I've been like locked in trying to live, but I want this guy's AK, but not peeking. Of course, the one time I jump off the back, he's there. Gonna run in with everything now, no. Gotta go back with something. But I really wanted that AK. Course. Alright, I mean overall we profited. After a long fought battle at the raid, I ended up overall in profit, but I would have liked it to have gone a little bit better. But by the time it was over, it was night, which was a perfect time for me to grab all of my loot that I had stashed, and after I did that, I did a quick errand run to Outpost to sort out my cloth problem. But that's when I heard another raid going on in the jungle, so I went to go check it out.
Hello, man.
If this guy baits them out for me, this will be fucking goated.
Man, come on.
Bye.
Yo, thanks, bro. After going to that raid, I didn't actually get to counter, but I did find out that there was a big group that lived here at least 8 deep, and they like to raid. So I kept that in mind for the future and went roaming near base again. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go AK to this. Is this just a raid happening outside, or...? Okay. And this guy's just full cheating, so... After dying and losing an AK kit to a cheater, I was pretty tilted, so I took a chill little break. I farmed some nodes and trees in the area, and then I found a decayed base with an open TC that had some pretty useful stuff for me. And by the time I depoted in base, there was another fight breaking out at train yard, so I had to go check it out. Oh, there's two guys there. They're good. Me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm bleeding out and I just don't even realize. Like, what? Bro, what is wrong with me? Why am I not looking at that? Bro. I would go to that, but it's in the middle of the jungle. Wow, and that's how I die. Of course.
Kochevnik.
Oh, I'm losing my mind, bro. I'm losing it, bro. I am losing it. Just so many little 2x2s. It's just, ugh.
Хорошо, мужики, на ХГ еще, на ХГ тебе.
After a pretty insane fight at Train Yard, even though I couldn't actually loot all the bodies that I killed, I decided to not be greedy, and it got me out in the nick of time. Not only that, but I got away with a full inventory of gear and guns and components and depoted it into my base. And as I was depoting, I heard a raid nearby. Bro. There you go. Good night, buddy. Overall, I killed a lot of people at the fight, but could never fully capitalize and take control of the raid. So I settled for the guns I was able to scrounge back up when I went back to the fight with the M9. But overall, it was another fight that I ended up in profit, so I was happy about that. It was time to grind down some comps for scrap, so I took whatever I could recycle and a jackhammer to hit the nodes along the way. And after I recycled, I had enough scrap to learn some key blueprints. Alright. After getting all things in order at base, it was finally time to transfer over all the loot that I had stole from the raid in the snow from earlier in the video. And after I did that, I went to go check on the base on the coast that was decaying to see if any more had opened up. And that's when I saw a brand new sheet metal 2x2. This meant that there was a good chance that somebody had beaten me to the loot. Actually, I just got the most insane, like, unlucky timing. Got one just sitting in the base.
Middle is bad. Then I have to pay attention. If I sit up here, I don't have to pay attention.
I always get.
Oh!
Are you guard?
Look at Hearts Extreme!
Did he deep them? What happened?
Yeah. Get the SAR up, Spotty.
Oh. No.
I think I brought it all into you. There's no way.
I gotta piss so bad. I got food that's getting cold. Like, this is just worst possible scenario right now. Bro, like, oh my god, man, how fucking boring. After fighting this trio for a while and eventually going deep on them, I had seen all the loot that they got from the Decayed base, and I almost had it all, so I knew that there was only one thing left that I needed to do. But in order to do that, I had to get some more sulfur if I was going to be able to make enough boom. So I went on a farm run, but while I was out farming, I heard a raid nearby, so I went to go check it out. This is probably what was getting raided.
Oh, tier 2 open? Auto turret?
Auto turret with a Tommy in it.
Porch?
One sheet door to their main loot.
Be productive.
I like relaxing with things. Shells and raid them like that.
I don't think you can do that to sheet.
Yeah, explosive rounds.
That's good. Really good.
Seashells by the seashore. Bit salad. Does that guy hit you? Is that guy a burger? Oh yeah, Fid, my friend got a cat.
Yeah, there's
Hope this guy isn't just running into the safe zone.
Was they saying, oh yeah, my friend got a cat and his name is Burgerville.
Oh, cool. Oh, oh, here he is. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my. I'm just repeating what he's saying.
Okay. Well, time to go. That guy's upset. Oh, oh, oh. He's gonna shoot my fucking thing once and it'll fucking explode.
If you take 1 damage, it's gonna insta-kill you, so don't do that. Just get far enough and then run, bro. I'm telling you, it's not worth it.
Well, my horse is dead. R.I.P. A familiar name, but instead of me getting shot in the back, it was me that got the better of him this time. And he was definitely not happy. And after depoting, I went to get one last look at the decaying base on the coast to get an idea on just how loaded it might have been, and to check if there was any leftovers. Turns out, these guys picked the bones of this base clean, which meant all that juicy loot was still in their small little 2x2, and no matter how much they expanded it, I knew exactly where to boom to get all the loot. So I went to go farm some more, but that's when I found something promising while I was out.
There's nothing though. Check that barrel, mate. Ooh, didn't miss it. Oh my god.
After transferring all the loot from the decayed base, I was insanely loaded, and I was definitely ready for the raid. So after crafting up as much boom as possible, the only thing left to do was send it. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my god, this was fucking insane, bro. After transferring all the loot from the raid, it was getting late, so I decided to do as many upgrades to my base as I could and pray that my base would survive the night, because I was going to get some much needed shut-eye. Oh my god, I didn't have TC for a second, I thought we got raided. I mean, it looks like everything is where it was left. That's insane. We're literally probably the most loaded base on the server, let alone that it's a solo base with all this loot. I should probably go recycle, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna go to Outpost and AFK it because I can't be asked. So after recycling an outpost, I went to clear out what was left of the decaying compound and the TC that was left open, but it would prove to be a little more trouble than it was worth. Just shot in the back. Bro, like... Honestly, I'm probably just going to leave the stone foundies there. I don't think it'll block my building later on. And if it does, I'll just deal with it then. After clearing out the walls and breaking the external TC, with most of my materials ready in my starter, I went to start construction of my new main base. Oh, I think I'm about to get raided. Like, uh-oh, that's not good. This is too early, guys. Come back later. Hopefully they're just roaming with launcher. I don't fucking know, bro. Oh my god, thank god they're not raiding me. After that little scare outside my base, I was pretty motivated to get my main base finished. So I spent the better part of the next 4 to 5 hours fully building the base, wiring up turrets, and even setting up tons of electric furnaces to help with the amount of metal I was going to need for upkeep, making sure that this base would be ready for any would-be raid attempts. Oh, that guy just got fucking shit on. Definitely gonna die trying to loot this guy, but... After that fight, I was AFK in my base, and that's when I heard some raids happening in the jungle, so I went to go counter. He was raiding a 2x2 and he brought 12 HVs.
The wipe, we had everything we needed, but we needed food. So we went to the... No.
Lost.
Surely this is the raid I was hearing, right? And that's a turret going off? Do they have a turret or something? Bro, how deep are these guys? There's at least 3 that deep. Dude, these guys are deep in the jungle. After countering that last raid in the jungle, it got me thinking, if this big group was doing this many raids in the jungle, I might be next. And while I wanted to be next, I didn't want it to come until I was ready. So I focused on finishing up base, anti-grief externals, a compound, and turrets to go in it. And after fully completing my base, I transferred over all of the loot from my starter into my main base. But I decided to upkeep my starter so it could serve as a flank base or a quick depot base. Ooh, I could low-key take heli right now solo.
That M15 for actual users.
Nothing really happened at heli, but I did end up getting some free boom. But it was getting late, and after a day of hard work on getting my main base up, I was exhausted. So exhausted that I ended up making a rookie mistake that could have costed me my wife. I ended up accidentally leaving most doors open before I fell asleep, and if I hadn't been streaming my game in Discord, I would have definitely lost everything. My friend Faderade tried his best to wake me up, but I was knocked out cold. But luckily, he took matters into his own hands. The following is Faderade's POV where he logs onto my server and counters my base getting raided.
Stop. Answer the fucking phone and wake up.
I don't think I can move.
If I just had a single door in TC proof, I could just full seal the entire thing. It is one door.
Oh man.
I wish you put your one. You're in? Wait,
Yes.
door? Is hard stuck back?
Hard
Hard stuck
stuck.
back. Hard stuck.
Hard
I have
stuck.
control of your base.
We
I
have control of your base. You're getting raided.
What's
I-
happening?
We're in-
Yeah.
You Starkey, I'm so confused. Yeah, hold on,
I've been
Noah.
defending for an hour.
Bro, I
Yeah,
love
Federic
you.
called me and was like, "Please wake up, hard stuck." And I ran over to help.
Bro, I just got up on my own. I woke up confused as hell, but I was thankful that my friends held off the raiders, so that when I eventually did wake up, I could seal my base and live to fight another day. The raiders didn't get away with any loot, and I spent the next little bit repairing my base and replacing turrets. After all that was over, there was a huge fight at Train Yard, so I went to go check it out. Bro, what? He like... Okay. Make no fucking noise at all, bro. How fucking boring are you? Bro, what? How is this guy not dead? Later on after the train yard fight, I was AFK in base, and that's when I heard a lot of rockets going off. So I went to go counter. After countering that raid and getting out with all the loot, I heard another big fight at Train Yard, and hyped up off a big win, I wanted in. No, bro. God damn it, man. This guy's running with that AK. Killed so many, bro. I was hella shaky, bro. The adrenaline is crazy playing solo.
You're still locked.
I'll read that ass right now.
Is your HP?
Someone got HV'd, yeah. Okay, I'm glad they're not HVing me.
Yeah, nice. You just...
Dude, I heard the footstep and I pressed tab and then, okay, of course it's this fucking guy, man. Surely. 5 times on a Hazy with a SAR. Even though I didn't end up securing all the loot, I did end up cutting off the guy that grubbed me, because I knew he lived nearby towards the snow. And because of that, I ended up in profit on the fight overall, so it was a huge win. And after that fight, I was talking to him a bit in the chat and he was chill, so I decided to add him on Steam. And we figured out that we had some common enemies, and one of them just so happened to be the guys that I saved unintentionally at the counter raid earlier. This was a group that went by the name LS42, and their names were familiar because I had been fighting them the whole wipe. And this is all relevant because when they had got on today, they decided to buy an attack heli and start terrorizing the area with it. So I posted up nearby their base with inset ammo and a homing launcher. And that's when I realized they were raiding a big base nearby. Bro, these guys are... Bro, I can... They have a third on the roof. I've blown up 2 so far. That is fucking crazy.
Nice cheese, bro. Nice cheese.
Easy, easy.
Easy cheese, bro. Easy cheese.
So bad, so bad. V8 on top, V8 on top. Yo. Bro. After blowing up all their attack helis, they were calling me out for cheating, and after that, I didn't see them anymore. So it was safe to say that they had raged off for the rest of the wipe. As a solo, there was one last thing that I hadn't done for the wipe, and that was get a raid defense. So to speed up the process, I decided to flex my most valuable loot that I had accumulated throughout the wipe. And not only was I showing the entire server I was loaded, but I was also advertising that I was solo. So any would-be raiders would think that I'm an easy target. So with my trap set up, all I had to do was wait. But first, I went to go roam the desert to see what it had to offer. My god, man, how are they just all hugging each other? Dude, these kids are such fucking losers, bro. Wow, you guys aren't very good, huh? Ooh, heavy pot. After that encounter with that group running excavator, I was pretty tired, so I went to bed. But little did I know I wouldn't be asleep for long, because I woke up to this. Oh my god. Everything's open. I'm an idiot. Oh man, he's still alive somehow? Oh my goodness. I gotta kill the guy on roof one more time, and then I gotta try and seal. Gotta break their turret too.
In case you're doing something.
How many of them are there?
Like, slap it.
Bro, of course he's wrong. After defending that raid, I was pretty much done for the wipe. I had pretty much accomplished all I wanted to do for the wipe, so I decided to give all the loot to the clan that tried to raid me. Not only were they really chill, but they were also very grateful for the loot. All in all, it was a fun and wholesome experience to wrap up my first solo wipe in almost 3 years. Thank you for watching, guys, and if you made it this far, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.